Tigers, Melissa McFerrin. And Coach, another game where you were battling in the first half, second half, things kind of got away today. I thought the team played composed, cut down on the turnovers a little bit, just not a good night shooting.
Well, we started out, Shine Creighton, well, really just about all of us got exactly the shot that we wanted early in the game, and but we couldn't hit them.
Yeah.
I thought we did a really nice job defensively and on the glass early in the game, but as fatigue came and frustration came a little bit, I thought that's really what happened in the second half. You know, obviously we're shorthanded, but we talked about everybody doing their jobs, but we didn't all do our jobs. We didn't do a good job in defensive transition. We weren't horrible today, like we were against Little Rock, but we didn't do as good a job on the glass as we needed to. We didn't do as good a job in defensive transition. And, you know, you got to put more than 40 points on the board to have a chance to win. And Cheyenne Creighton was having a rough night, and that's what we talked about. We're relying too much on Cheyenne. And quite honestly, we need the upperclassmen and our returners. We need them to have a better mentality about doing their job and doing it incredibly well and taking pride in it. That's not saying that we're not facing some obstacles that are difficult to overcome right now, but our mentality has to be better when things are going tough. You know, it could be one of those years where we're facing more adversity than we really like. But we've got to find a better mentality than what we have right now.
Coach, their defense, especially in the first half, and I'll let you talk about it. Technically, what they would run when the guards would come down, anytime they kind of flash to the side, a quick flash of a double team, and that gave us a lot of troubles there because it would be a quick double team then back off if they didn't get the turnover.
It would, and you know, I thought that at times we had opportunities to feed the post in that situation, and then there were times that we were trying to force it in there against that double team. So obviously, I mean, the whole country who is going to play us, they're going to have videotape on us. They know Cheyenne has had big nights, and so we got to be able to manage that. That's where we've got to counter that by feeding the ball into the high post where Jasmine James is, and we got to bury some of those shots. Right now, when we're in a tough spot, our team is looking for Cheyenne Creighton all the time, and we cannot do that. We've got to create better balance. So Bria Elmore has to come to play, and Bria Elmore, she's still looking for Cheyenne to bail her out right now. She's got to stand on her own 2 feet, and so does Taylor Barnes.
Coach, I like what I saw. Stinson and Dixon showed you some flashes. I know they're just freshmen, showed you a few flashes, especially from the arc tonight. Well,
they did, and they're doing their best to do exactly what we asked them to do. Their depth of knowledge with our system is not very deep right now, so they're making a lot of mental mistakes. But they also were two of the most aggressive players when we were trying to double team on the post. They were the ones that responded and went, and they're pretty fearless. Sometimes maybe not in the best way. They're fearless, but they're definitely trying to do what we ask, but we can't rely on them to be the people that pull us out of this. It's got to be Cheyenne Creighton. It's got to be Jasmine James. It's got to be Taylor Barnes. It's got to be Bria Elmore. It's got to be Bria Wilder-Cochran. So on most days, in the past, we would have thought that was a pretty decent lineup. Yeah. And right now it's not. And I really feel like we've relied on Cheyenne Creighton so much. She's bailed us out. She's had a great early season. We've all got to stand on our own 2 feet.
And you got SIU coming in Sunday afternoon. That's a team that's kind of had our number the last few years.
They have. It's always been a close game. It's been Cindy and I were actually talking about that the other day. We think we kind of traded games. We beat them at their place. They beat us at our place. But they did get us last year at their place. So they're going to come in. They're probably as good or better than they were a year ago. I know they've added some young talent and some length and some shooters. So we've got to go back to our home court and figure out how to win a basketball game.
Sounds good. Thanks a lot, Coach.
Thanks, Jeff.
Head coach Melissa McFerrin joining us on.